All right, I'm going to go ahead and call this meeting to order. If you're able, please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, well, good evening, everyone. I don't know about you, but I'm wondering if it is spring out, or if we've hit I think we must have hit a false spring, and now we're back to winter. But anyway, just glad to see all of you here today. For those of you watching, you might be wondering what's going on, because we have a very full room and a lot of sharp-dressed people here tonight, but we'll get to that here under routine business, and you'll get that figured out. So we'll start with roll call.
Benson?
Here.
Brunick?
Here.
Hanoff?
Here.
Johnson?
Present.
Minor?
Here.
Schramm?
Here.
Villanueva?
Present.
Weber?
Here.
Mayor Mosier?
Here.
City Manager Leon?
Here.
City Attorney Denherter?
Here.
All right, number 2 under routine business is to approve the minutes of the regular meeting of March 11th, 2024. What is your pleasure?
Move the minutes.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any comments from the commission on the minutes? Anybody in the public? All those in favor of approving the minutes of the regular meeting of March 11th, say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. Anybody abstaining? Minutes pass. Number 3 under routine business is the schedule of bills. And before I ask what the pleasure of the commission is, I'm going to turn it over to City Manager Leon, who wants to clarify something in the bills.
Thank you, Honorable Mayor, members of the commission. If you'll take a look at your schedule of bills on the first page, there is a claim for desert snow class. This is a training for one of our law enforcement professionals. The warrant is for $990 that will be billed to learning in their department. We found out after publishing the schedule of bills that in fact the training was relocated somewhere closer. So we still want to issue the warrant, but we want to issue it for $699 as opposed to $990. So we didn't get that until after you already had your schedule. So with that one change, Mayor, we would request that you approve the schedule of bills.
Thank you for clarifying that. What's the pleasure of the commission with the mentioned change?
I move that we pay the bills with that change.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any commission discussion on the bills? Anybody in the public? Roll call.
Weber?
Aye.
Benson?
Aye.
Brunick?
Aye.
Hanoff?
Aye.
Johnson?
Aye.
Minor?
Aye.
Schramm?
Aye.
Villanueva?
Aye.
Mayor Mosier?
Aye, motion carries. All right, number 4 then, we're moving on. If you're wondering, like this nice little stand I got here to keep my minutes on, we actually have 4 proclamations as published in the commission packet this week. We have 4 firefighters retiring or have retired from service. And with 4 proclamations, I don't think I'll really wear out my fire department auxiliary card and probably get it revoked if I read all 4 of them individually and made them all sit here through that. So there's really only one section of the proclamation that's different for all of them. So I'll read the common language and then we'll make sure we highlight each individual firefighter. We do have a proclamation for each one of them. I'll have you wait until I get to the end. We'll bring all 4 of them up for a picture. And then I told Chief we don't get the fire department dressed up very much. So we'll make sure we get a group picture with the honorees tonight too. So with that, we'll go ahead and get started. I do want to note before I start this that we're going to go into individual years of service that these 4 individuals have given our community, and for that we're very, very grateful. But I added it up, and between the 4 of them, we have 109 years of service to our community and to the Yankton Fire Department. So outstanding service and what a commitment. I also want to just briefly, I know we're recognizing the firefighters tonight, but being an auxiliary member, these folks can't do what they do without the love and support of their family members. And I know several of them are here tonight, so thank you for being here so that we can honor your firefighter. Whereas the city of Yankton and surrounding community is served by the volunteer fire department. And whereas the purpose of the volunteer fire department is to save lives and protect property from the perils of fire and other emergencies. And whereas the fires and other emergencies require the response of trained and dedicated members who are willing to sacrifice a great deal to help their neighbors. And whereas for 33 years, Michael Gullickson has served the citizens of the city of Yankton as a member of the Yankton Volunteer Fire Department. And whereas for 27 years, Larry, I believe they're only counting your Yankton ones, but that's all right. This is actually another second proclamation for Larry, and is it 27? I think you have more than that.
27 full-time.
Full-time, perfect. 27 as a full-time firefighter, Larry Nichols has served the citizens of the city of Yankton as a member of the Yankton Fire Department. And whereas for 18 years, Matt Nybert has served the citizens of the city of Yankton as a member of the Yankton Volunteer Fire Department. And whereas for 31 years, David Walsh has served the citizens of the city of Yankton as a member of the Yankton Volunteer Fire Department. And whereas these dedicated members have served with honor and integrity and will retire from active service. And whereas it is customary to publicly thank them for their years of valuable time and attention to all affairs and interests of the City of Yankton Volunteer Fire Department. Now therefore, I, Mayor Stephanie Mosier, together with the Yankton City Commission, the city manager, city staff, do hereby express our sincere gratitude to, and if you're on the fire department, I had to go, who are these guys again? We never call them that, so bear with me. So our big sincere gratitude, thanks to Michael Gullickson, Larry 2FM Nichols, Matt Farm Dog Nybert, and Dave Chumley Walsh for their dedication and service to the community on this, the 25th day of March. Let's give them a round of applause. Stay up here, we're gonna get a picture. Yeah. Lily? Larry, gonna need a bigger wall for all these proclamations. Yeah. Farm down here?
I don't see Matt. We'll get Matt.
Okay, all right, squeeze in, guys, we'll get a picture.
Oh, come on, smile. Gosh. All right.
All right, let's bring up the rest of the department. Squeeze, squeeze. Try to get you guys.
Grab your heads, stand next door.
John, you can scoot it in there.
Might be in the front. Look at this guy. We're gonna need some people on the ends to sit down. Too wide. Yeah, the four guys or the three guys here.
Lower your shoulder.
So retirees. Send you Yankton or something.
All right. You and you. Where do you want it? Just push in.
Like, should I lay on the
Just go.
Yeah.
All right. I think I got you now.
There you go.
How's that? Good. Good job. Thank you, guys.
All right. We'll kind of give folks a chance, but wanted to, as we always when we read a proclamation, offer the opportunity for any of our folks we're honoring to say a few words. So if you'd step up to the podium. I don't know if there's anything you want to say. I'm a little hesitant to give Larry a microphone because you know he'll eat up some time. Go get it, Chumley. This is your one chance to say anything you'd like to say.
I just thought I'd get up here before Larry did, so. I just want to say this is a great department. A lot of good friends, a lot of good leaders, and we still got a lot of young guys, old guys, 2FI, Strike Force. You're in good hands. Thank you.
Gooley, anything you want to say? I'm not putting you on the spot, you don't have to, but.
I could pretty much say the same thing that Chumley did. Some of the retired guys that are not here tonight that gave us the wisdom that they've had. I'd like to thank those, the ones that have passed before us. I thought maybe somebody had passed tonight too. Usually that's when they shine their best in those outfits, but thank you. And my sponsor was Chop Johnson. He'd have been very proud tonight if he could have been here for this, but City of Yankton, thank you very much for the opportunity to be a volunteer.
Well, I've spoke several times at several places about this already, so the tier thing is over with. But I really miss this department. My first month was really tough. Jody going out the door for a fire. I could have went with her and took some pictures, but now I'm going to stay back for a while and go. But tonight's extra special because we're retiring with 3 other guys that I've spent their whole time was here with me. So it's been great training these guys. It's been a great working for the city. Keep up the good work.
Chief, anything you wanted to say about the 3? I know, he's shy and hardly talks,
I'm
but
glad, Mayor Moser, I'm glad that you did the math, because I was just going to say a combined total of 8,000 years of service. Some days for them, some days it might feel like it, but in all seriousness, extremely proud of all of the volunteers that we have here, the service they provide. Thank you for recognizing the auxiliary as well, because we most certainly couldn't do it without them, and still continue to look forward to the future with all the folks that we have here. Thank you.
let's all give him one more round of applause. All right, that also gives the opportunity for those that do not want to stay for the rest of the meeting to go ahead and
I'm just going to start. I'm
exit,
just
which
going
I
to start
figured were going to be
talking.
a
Why
lot
is
of these
everybody?
folks. You're going to miss the city manager's report, though. Okay. Good call, Devin.
You bust already, yeah. I get so excited.
Now it's really coming out.
Got some duct tape and baling wire. We got it. We got it. Made it simple.
All right. Again, congratulations to Michael Gullickson, Larry Nichols, Matt Nybert, and Dave Walsh on the retirement from the fire department. I can't let it pass without saying maybe now the police department has a chance to win a basketball game. I don't know. Couldn't resist. Anyways, moving on. Had to give a special shout out. All right. Number 5 under routine business is the city manager's report, so I will turn it over to City Manager Leon.
Thank you, Honorable Mayor, members of the commission. A couple of things for you to be aware of and for the public's information. First of all, this evening, the presentation from Scott Costel, who's Executive Director of the Missouri Sedimentation Action Coalition, has been postponed. He contacted Gene this morning and asked if he could come on April 8th due to the weather. He resides out of town, and so we're accommodating that. So he won't be here for public appearances this evening. Also want to answer a question I received from the public on the timeline for Westside Park Pond. We do not have a firm timeline. The contractor has a number of projects going at once, so they'll continue to work as weather permits and their projects permit. So if you've driven past the pond, you've seen they are making progress in terms of taking the rock out. Once that rock's out and they prepare the bed, they'll be placing the liner. They want it to be warmer than it is today, certainly, to put that in. And then the next phase will be filling that with water. So I'll keep you and the public posted on what that is, but I do not have a firm timeline or final completion date yet for that project. Citywide cleanup will begin on Monday, April 1st, and we knew that we would get snow and rain once folks were allowed to put things out on the curb. So as of Saturday, people can put things out on the curb, and as of April 1st, our crews will be coming by and picking things up. So please take a look at that and communicate those things to your neighbors. We received our sales tax from the state, and Lisa put together a report. So our February numbers are in. For the month, we were actually down a bit, but we're still up for the year. So we're up 2.24%. That's the first, second, and third penny, or the BBB combined. So 2.24%. Little too early in the year here to make any predictions, but we hope that we see that continue to rise as the spring unfolds. Absentee voting began today for the city commission election. It was a quiet day in City Hall, I think, in terms of voting because of the weather, but hopefully we'll see some folks coming in. And a reminder to everyone that the election for city commission will be held on Tuesday, April 9th. Polls will be open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The polling places are both City Hall and Fire Station 2. So lots of information on the website about that. Coming your way after the first of the month will be the library feasibility study. There's a survey associated with that you'll see first. So we'll certainly invite you and ask you to invite your neighbors and your constituents to participate in that survey. So that'll be the first step in our feasibility study process. So a little later than we had anticipated, but we want to make sure we have the best possible questions to ask so we get the best information that we can. Checking out my list here, one more thing from Adam Haberman. If you will take a look at your City Commission Information Memorandum, the section that covers Public Works, right underneath citywide cleanup and household hazardous waste, there's a date change there with some new information that came today. The South Dakota Department of Transportation notified us that BNSF Railroad is planning on replacing the Broadway Avenue rail crossing near 10th Street. In your packet, it says beginning April 2nd. They contacted us today. That will happen no sooner than April 15th, so at least 2 weeks later than we had anticipated. Broadway Avenue will be fully closed at the rail crossing location for approximately 3 to 5 days when that takes place, and we'll certainly send out some information to people when we have a known certain date. The Department of Transportation will have signed detour routes for traveling public so that they can make their way around that section of Broadway. So there will be some disruption there when that occurs. We're a little early here yet, and I would probably think that if they're saying that's the earliest date, it might not even occur till later, but we'll keep you and the public posted on that. I have nothing further for you, Mayor, unless there's questions from the commission.
Are there any questions for the city manager? All right, seeing no microphones come on. Do want to see if there's anybody in the public that wants to appear in front of the commission tonight on something not on the agenda. All right, seeing no movement, then we will move on to the consent agenda. Number 1 is to establish 12 p.m. on Friday, April 12th, 2024 as the time and date of a notice of call, a special city commission meeting to canvass the election returns of the city of Yankton municipal election, which will be held Tuesday, April 9th. This meeting for the special city commission meeting to call the vote will be here in the commission chambers. Number 2 is setting the date of June 10th, 2024, with a second date of June 11th, 2024, to be used if necessary at 5:30. So mark your calendars there, commissioners, for budget meetings to discuss CIP or the capital improvement plan. Number 3 is to establish April 8th, 2024 as the date for a public hearing for a special on-sale malt beverage retailer's license and a special on-sale wine retailer's license for one day, September 14th, 2024, from the center at 900 Whiting Drive. Number 4 is to establish April 8th, 2024 as the date for a public hearing for the transfer of owner of a retail on-sale liquor and a retail on-off-sale malt beverage and South Dakota farm wine license from Upper Deck, Inc. to MG Oil Company, doing business as Upper Deck at 315 Broadway Avenue, Suites A and B. Number 5 is to establish April 8th, 2024 as the date for a public hearing for a special events retail on-sale liquor license for one day, May 25th, 2024, from Boomers, Inc., doing business as Boomers Lounge, located at 100 East 3rd Street, for an event being held at the Meridian venue located at 101 East 3rd Street. And number 6 is consideration of memorandum 24-71, recommending approval of the applications from Yankton Riverboat Days, Inc. for a transient merchant license and a special events dance license to be located at Riverside Park. Both of these licenses are for 3 days, which would be Thursday through Saturday, August 16th through the 18th. What is your pleasure on the consent agenda?
Move the consent agenda.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion on the consent agenda? All those in favor of approving the consent agenda, say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. And anybody abstaining? Abstaining affiliation. Thank you, Commissioner Villanueva. With that, consent agenda does pass. Moving on then to old business, number 1 is consideration of memorandum 24-70 regarding a request for a special on-sale malt beverage retailer's license for 3 days, August 16th through the 18th, 2024, from Yankton Area Riverboat Days, Inc. at Riverside Park. What is your pleasure?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any commission discussion on this? Anybody in the public? Roll call.
Benson.
Aye.
Brunick.
Aye.
Hanoff.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
Minor.
Aye.
Schramm.
Aye.
Villanueva.
Abstaining affiliation.
Weber.
Aye.
Mayor Mosher.
Aye, motion carries. Moving on then to new business. And number 1 is consideration of memorandum 24-68, approving the recommendation of election workers for the City of Yankton election on April 9th, 2024, and establishing compensation for said workers, for said election workers, which are listed and published in the packet. What is your pleasure?
So moved. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Anybody in the public? Roll call.
Brunick.
Aye.
Hanoff.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
Minor.
Aye.
Schramm.
Aye.
Villanueva.
Aye.
Weber.
Aye.
Benson.
Aye.
Mayor Mosher.
Aye, motion carries. Number 2 under new business is consideration of memorandum 24-65, recommending the commission award the 2024 facade grant agreements to 315 Walnut Street and 606 East 4th Street. If the commission recalls, we had $30,000 budgeted in our facade grant program. I understand from our commission packet, 12 applications were received, so I keep thinking seeing, we'll start weeding down and not getting as many applications, but there's still a lot of interest in this, which is great to see. I'm sure the committee, who I do want to thank city staff, also called out in the commission packet, Crystal Nelson, John Kraft, Mason Schramm, who represented the commission, and Brad Warner for taking time to go through all of these. I'm sure I could ask Commissioner Schramm, but I'm sure it was not an easy decision to get down to the two that they did. But again, selected 315 Gary Wood / Yankton Media is being considered in front of you tonight for $20,000 of that $30,000 budget. And then 606 East 4th Street is Larry Olson in front of you tonight for $10,000. Again, awarding all $30,000, but all in then would make about $65,000 change in the facade in our buildings downtown. So a long description there, but kind of wanted to share all of that before I asked what's the pleasure of the commission.
So is it 604 or 606 East 4th Street? Because on our agenda, it says 606. In the packet, it says 604. I just want to make sure we're
Good call out.
clear.
Oh, we'll have to look it up. Hang on.
I just noticed that now, so sorry I didn't.
Yeah, we better make sure we award the right business and address, huh? Good call on that. Dave's looking, it looks like. We believe the address is correct in the commission packet, that it is 606 East 4th Street, but we'll make sure it goes to the picture in the packet. Thanks for clarifying that. Did I get a motion? Sorry. maybe I
I'll
didn't.
make the motion. Those are two great projects. Again, really pleased with how this program is helping maintain our downtown.
Great.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. I'm going to put Commissioner Schramm on the spot here, but Mason, anything to share on behalf of the committee and kind of how you got to these businesses or just the level of what you're seeing turned in still?
Yeah, I've been on this representation for that committee several years now, and we always have a high-quality number of candidates, and it's hard to pick. I want the public to know that we encourage you to keep applying because it is hard to pick, and there's obviously a need for this type of project. But the group felt that these two were strong choices. One on Walnut Street, if you look at all the other buildings on that side of the street, have all had some version of renovation back to the historical look, and this is one that hasn't. So it's going to fill that look on that side of the street. And then coming into town on the east side, this building will be a nice way to improve the look of that building as you come in on that side of town. So yes, I encourage everyone to keep trying to apply, and Brad Beese, we need to make sure we acknowledge the work that Brad and everyone in Dave's department does, because there's a lot of coaching and a lot of help that goes into this from Brad's side to make sure these projects get approved or get submitted correctly, but also get to the finish line. So Brad does yeoman's work on this.
Awesome, thanks for that shout out. We do have a motion and a second to approve the recommendations coming forward from this committee that evaluates these. Is there any other commission questions, discussion, thoughts?
I was just curious, Dave, the projects that we awarded last year, how are those coming along? Did they get completed? Or are they still in process?
Yeah, they're pretty much wrapped up. We have, as usual, since in the last 4 or 5 years, have instances where there's material availability issues. So again, that goes back to what Commissioner Schramm was saying with Brad and his coaching and pleading and mentoring people through the process. And so, yeah, things are looking pretty good with the ones that were awarded.
Awesome. Any other questions from the commission? Anybody in the public? Roll call.
Hanoff?
Aye.
Johnson?
Aye.
Minor?
Aye.
Schramm?
Aye.
Villanueva?
Aye.
Weber?
Aye.
Benson?
Aye.
Brunick?
Aye.
Mayor Mosher?
Aye, motion carries. And again, thanks to all who worked on it. Our thanks to those that have applied. I mean, I think over the years, I think it said in the commission packet, how much money's been reinvested into buildings and into the facade grant. I think it just really adds to the enhancement and the look of our downtown, and it's just looking fabulous. So our thanks to all that have applied and keep applying. Hopefully this is a program that continues for quite a while as we look to partner with our businesses. Number 3 under new business is consideration of memorandum 24-66 regarding Resolution 24-19, approving the exclusive alcohol vendor contract and fee for Music at the Meridian and city special events for 2024. In your packet, it does state the $1,050 fee. This contract will also provide a backup location to Music at the Meridian. I know in the past when we've had poor weather, we've had to cancel. And this will allow us to move and still keep it. Plus, there's 2 exclusive beers tied to this, which is the Levy, and then some of you may be aware, we have just a small little bridge celebration coming up. And so Ben went ahead and did a Meridian 100. So a couple beers tied to that, a fee, and then the exclusive alcohol vendor contract. Anything, always when it comes to contract, Ross, Todd, anybody need to clarify what's in the contract? You're good with anything there? Or commission, have any questions before I ask for your pleasure?
I didn't see Ben's Brewing mentioned anywhere in the documents, but my assumption is that's who we're awarding it to.
I believe I heard that would be astute. So I'm guessing that means that would be correct. Sorry.
figured.
I assume too, since I saw the Levy and Meridian 100 and had the opportunity to try both. So, and I know where I was at when I did that. So.
Is there a reason it wasn't listed in our materials?
No. We should have probably made that explicit. We had the contract with Ben's Brewing last year, and there was a discussion, do we put it through the commission for approval or not? Since we were trying it for the initial year, and I said, yeah, I think we should, just because last year was our first year, and let's see if this is something they want to do again. And so that was purely an oversight on my behalf, not catching that. Thank you.
I see it on page 3 of 6 of the contract. It
I
says
stand corrected. Thank you.
backup location shall be moved to Ben's Brew Station in the case of extreme heat.
Yeah. Moving ahead, we'll make sure it's more explicit in the memo and also in the materials.
Great. Again, one could assume just because the backup location is at said bar that the rest of the contract tied to that, but always good to make sure we're clear.
I would just say, I know there was a lot of legwork that went into developing that relationship and the contracts and everything last year, and I'm glad to see that we're still able to benefit from all of that work. And it's nice to think about having a nice brew down by the river on a night like this.
Yeah, I too am really glad to see this partnership continue because we saw Music of the Meridian explode to new heights last year, and talking with Ben, he was very happy with the growth he saw as well. So hopefully he can partner with us to help continue that upward trend.
Awesome. Are there any other questions or comments? If not, what's the pleasure of the commission?
Move to approve. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Now that we do, is there any commission discussion? Anybody in the public? Roll call.
Johnson?
Aye.
Minor?
Aye.
Schramm?
Aye.
Villanueva?
Aye.
Weber?
Aye.
Benson?
Aye.
Brunick?
Aye.
Hanoff?
Aye.
Mayor Mosher?
Aye, motion carries. I'm starting to sense a theme, and not a lot of you can see it. I can from my advantage that it is snowing like crazy out again. So number 3 that we just talked about, and the next 2 talking about fireworks does give me reason to believe summer is coming, right, as we're making all of these decisions tonight. So number 4 is consideration of memorandum 24-69 regarding the request by the City of Yankton Parks and Rec Department to hold a fireworks public display on July 4th, 2024. What is your pleasure?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any commission discussion? Anybody in the public? Roll call.
Minor,
Aye.
Schramm,
Aye.
Villanueva,
Aye.
Weber,
Aye.
Benson,
Aye.
Brunick,
Aye.
Hanoff,
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
Mayor Mosher.
Aye, motion carries. Number 5 is consideration of memorandum 24-72 regarding the request by the City of Yankton Parks and Recreation Department for a fireworks public display hosted by the Riverboat Days and Summer Arts Committees on August 16th, 2024. What is your pleasure?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any commission discussion on this agenda item? Anybody in the public? Roll call.
Schramm,
Aye.
Villanueva,
Abstain affiliation.
Weber,
Aye.
Benson,
Aye.
Brunick,
Aye.
Hanoff,
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
Minor.
Aye.
Mayor Mosher.
Aye, motion carries. Then we talk summer, and then we move back to winter with number 6, in consideration of memorandum 24-73, recommending the approval of a purchase of a 2024 LaRue D50 snowblower for the purchase price of $229,875 from TransSource Truck and Equipment of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, based on the Sourcewell bid contract. What is your pleasure?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any commission discussion? I just have one question. If we deny this motion, does it mean winter goes away?
No.
Oh, all right. Well, I guess we have to consider it then. Any comments from the public or questions? Roll call.
Villanueva,
Aye.
Weber,
Aye.
Benson,
Aye.
Brunick,
Aye.
Hanoff,
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
Minor.
Aye.
Schramm.
Aye.
Mayor Mosher.
Aye, motion carries, but hopefully we don't have to use it till next year. All right. Number 7 is consideration of memorandum 24-74, recommending that the city commission authorize the city manager to execute the agreement for engineering services with Banner Associates, Inc. for railroad track water main boring at Cedar Street, Walnut Street, and Douglas Avenue. The costs in your commission packet, as you'll see, are listed as not to exceed $67,000. What is your pleasure?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any commission discussion on this? Anybody in the public? Roll call.
Weber,
Aye.
Benson,
Aye.
Brunick,
Aye.
Hanoff,
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
Minor.
Aye.
Schramm.
Aye.
Villanueva,
Aye.
Mayor Mosher.
Aye, motion carries. Lots of railroad tracks, construction and things going on this year, so just be aware of that, folks. Number 8 is consideration of memorandum 24-75, recommending that the city commission award the 8th Street reconstruction contract to Masonry Components, Inc. in the amount of $2,210,122.42. That was the low bid out of 8 bids received, and is being recommended in front of you tonight. What is your pleasure?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any commission discussion on this? Anybody in the public? Roll call.
Benson,
Aye.
Brunick,
Aye.
Hanoff,
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
Minor.
Aye.
Schramm.
Aye.
Villanueva.
Aye.
Weber.
Aye.
Mayor Mosher.
Aye, motion carries. Number 9 under new business is consideration of memorandum 24-76, recommending that the city commission award the 21st Street water main and street reconstruction contract to Masonry Components, Inc. in the amount of $1,078,800. Again, like before, 6 bids received. This was the low bid and is being recommended by the city tonight. What is your pleasure?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any commission discussion on this? Anybody in the public? Roll call.
Brunick,
Aye.
Hanoff,
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
Minor.
Aye.
Schramm.
Aye.
Villanueva.
Aye.
Weber.
Aye.
Benson.
Aye.
Mayor Mosher.
Aye, motion carries. Number 10 is consideration of memorandum 24-67, recommending the city commission approve the purchase of the lighting fixtures, adopt the energy efficiency and conservation strategy, and authorize the city manager to sign any documents related to the energy efficiency and conservation block grant. I'm going to turn it over to Dave quick just to kind of walk us through what this is. And then Dave, in looking at the packet, there's a quick turnaround and some things that we're trying to quickly do, so maybe kind of walk through all of that.
Yeah, so not too long ago, we found out that the Department of Energy had actually issued or allocated money to, in South Dakota, for example, the 10 largest cities. And so they came up with a number, $75,570 as mentioned, that Yankton would be eligible for. We still have to go through an application process. And in order to be eligible, we have to identify a project that meets one of their numerous criteria. And then we do need to go through and administer that appropriately upon receipt of the funds. It's a 100% grant. And so when we found out that money was available, staff dug through a list of projects that are in capital plans or in other plans that have yet to be budgeted. And it seemed like the best fit that we had for this short of a turnaround is the replacement of some historic streetlights that are reaching end of life, and we're having increased fixture failures. The proposed switch over to the LED bulbs and fixtures in those instances, it's documented that we'll save 40 to 60% in energy in those fixtures, so that's what makes it eligible for this specific allotment of money. Yeah, we have a deadline of April 30th to get that application in. For the money that's already essentially been allotted to us. We don't have a lot of flexibility in what we could really spend it on.
Thanks for walking through that. That makes a lot of sense. As I was kind of reading through that, I was wondering, again, just making sure it was all clear on how that all came together quite quickly. Any other commission questions? If not, what is the pleasure of the commission? Oh, Mike?
I do have a question. Dave, are these, since they're going to be replacing historic or at least older looking light fixtures, will they be replacing like for like as far as aesthetics?
Yeah, aesthetically, looking at them during the daytime, they'll look the same. Yeah, okay. It's not going to be a total swap out to Cobra heads or some other modern fixture.
Okay.
That's correct.
All right, thank you.
Good clarification on that. Any other questions from the commission? If not, what is the pleasure?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any commission discussion? Anybody in the public? Roll call.
Hanoff.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
Minor.
Aye.
Schramm.
Aye.
Villanueva.
Aye.
Weber.
Aye.
Benson.
Aye.
Brunick.
Aye.
Mayor Mosher.
Aye, motion carries. Number 11 under new business is consideration of memorandum 24-79, recommending the adoption of resolution 24-20 and authorizing the trade of surplus Yankton Police Department property, which you can see in your packet is a voice stress analyzer CVSA 2. This would replace the current SVCA that we have, which is 11 years old. What is your pleasure?
So moved.
Second. We have a motion and a second. Any commission discussion? Anybody in the public? Roll call.
Johnson.
Aye.
Minor.
Aye.
Schramm.
Aye.
Villanueva.
Aye.
Weber.
Aye.
Benson.
Aye.
Brunick.
Aye.
Hanoff.
Aye.
Mayor Mosher.
Aye, motion carries. That is the end of new business, which brings us to other business. There was no other business brought to me prior to the meeting, but I do want to just double check. Seeing no microphones come on, we have no other business in front of the city commission tonight. So with that, I would ask for a motion to adjourn the meeting of March 25th, 2024.
So moved.
Second. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. Anybody abstaining? We are adjourned. Be safe out there, folks. It is snowing again.